This is video number 8, Edit for Community Check. The goal of editing for Community Check is to cut out major things like repeated verses and loud noises. In the end, you want to export a bilingual version with both the trade language and the mother tongue that can be sent to the community so they can review the translation. First of all, you want to open your recording. This here is the recording of Zurich German that we also had in the video before. You want to first scan your file, your recording, and you can use the bar here to zoom around, to move around, and you can zoom out and you can zoom in. First, you want to be zoomed out so you have an overview over the whole file. Now we see here these splits. They happen when you stop the recording. So you want to get rid of them. We want to join the clips together. So you just select the area with the splits, can be the whole area, and you join the clips. So they are gone and you have one clip. Now you can look over the file and you want to first find your mistakes. Like I said, there's two major mistakes. One is like mistakes in the talking and one is like loud noises. We want to start with the loud noises. You either find them out by listening to the whole thing, or you can also just give it a quick overview and you see that any spike within the recording might be an indicator for a loud noise, as we see it here. So you can zoom in and you can listen to what's going on here. As you heard, there was a knock and you can even hear the click of my mouse in the end. So that's something we don't really want, so we can cut it out. To cut out something, you select, first of all, you want to make it stop, because otherwise you're not able to edit. To cut out something, you want to select the whole thing you're cutting out. And you want to select it on all 3 tracks, because if you don't do this, the whole tracks are going to be messed up. So select everything you want to have and then press delete to have it removed. So select all 3 tracks, press delete, and then give it another listening. And as you heard, there's still some laughter here and also the click of my mouse. So I want to get rid of this too. I'm stopping again. I'm selecting everything and I'm pressing delete to get rid of it. Now you can listen again.
Whatever house you enter.
And now this time it was good. Second thing you want to look out is mistakes in talking. And there's different ways how to find out. First of all, you can listen again from the beginning. At one point you have to listen anyway, but you might want to be faster. So, best case, you have written down if there's any mistakes and repetitions. If you've written it down on a paper, you got to start from the back, because otherwise you're going to switch up the whole timestamps on your paper. But if you have it like we have it here with the labeling track, that's actually the best case. So try to always label it. Here we see verse 5 is being repeated. That means there must be a mistake somewhere here in verse 5. So I want to listen to this quickly.
Whatever house you enter, first say, peace be to this house.
Was auch immer für ein Haus ihr rein kommt, denke. Repeat.
Okay, you have heard the mistake that was being made, and you can hear the repeat clearly. So you want to make sure to cut out this part here. Again, press stop, select the whole area. You want to delete and press delete. If you realized you made a mistake with cutting out, just press Ctrl Z and you'll have it back. Now, as you cut it out, you want to give it a listen and you want to review that the coming verse is actually the correct one.
Whatever house you enter, first say, Peace be to this house.
Wenn ihr in ein Haus kommt, dann sagt, Friede sei in dem Haus.
Okay, that sounded good. So I'm taking away the label of repetition because that might be confusing, because it's now the correct verse. And so we have cut out all the major mistakes. You should give it a listen now. I'm not going to do this for the sake of time, but you should listen to the whole thing at least once. Best probably when it's finished. And then we can move on to starting to export it. But first, you want to have the quality adjusted. In order to do this, you need to select the clips for themselves. Again, you need to stop even the playback, and you need to select the clip. And we're using two effects. So you go to Effect. The first one is Amplify. Just take over the settings here. And you see the amplification that happened. And the second effect you want to use is Compressor. Again, use the presets, and you can compress the whole thing. Now repeat the same thing with the mother tongue track. We go to Amplify, and again we take over the settings that are here. And we are going to compress the whole thing as well. Okay, once you've done that, you are ready to export your file. That means you go to File, Export Audio. Again, you review that it's saved at the right spot, which is Zurich German, Luke 10. Perfect. I want to give it the right name, again with the labeling. And I want to add the label of bilingual. This is important to distinguish it from the version that had just the mother tongue, which will be our ultimate version. Want to make sure it's MP3 and you have it on mono. And then you can export it. Once it's exported, you can check it out in your folder. And as you see here, I have an MP3 file with the name. And so you are ready to send this file to the community.